de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need.
All right, guys. Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, back with some more 2017 Memorial Championships presented by Discraft. Corey, we got some FPO action today.
FPO lead card round 3 on the Vista course today, actually.
On the Vista course. Oh,
Yep.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah, so water in play, lot of really long holes. That's kind of the shtick with this one. It's par 60 and significantly longer than the other courses.
Okay, cool. Who we got on the card?
We got Paige Pierce, of course. Seems like she's a reoccurring character here on the lead card.
All year long. Expect that.
Of course. And Sarah Hokom and Madison Walker, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice. She shot over 1,000 her second round, I believe. Is that correct?
Did she really? I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. She made her way to lead card.
Yeah. There she is. Yeah, I think she shot like 1,003 or something. That was her first 1,000 rated round. So congrats on that. That's amazing, man.
Absolutely. Kudos.
Yep, still waiting for mine. A hole 1, par 3, 284. Another triple Mando to start the day.
Exactly. In years past, there hasn't been that triple Mando. It's been a pretty routine left to right sidearm or lefty hyzer, but they really wanted to change something up and give the hole a little more teeth.
Okay, cool. I dig it. Paige on the box. Is it the Sarah suspect?
That is that funky dyed suspect, which she actually lost in round 1. So I was interested to see her have it back.
Oh, she got it back. That's good.
Yeah.
Sarah Hokom, very known for her forehand. That's not a forehand hole, especially though the way it's set up.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, in years past, it was a forehand hole. Now it definitely plays more of like a straight, maybe a fairway driver that something's going to hold and then finish left.
Mm-hmm. There's Madison Walker, also known for her forehand, funny enough.
Yeah.
There is Sarah for a 2. Well, half go.
Yeah, just outside the circle, but she has the elevation to play with, so, aggressive for sure.
Mm-hmm. Madison also kind of a ginger run. Oh, Paige.
Yeah, she wanted it. She wanted to come out and make a statement today and just bang everything, but unfortunately not on hole 1.
Yep. There's Sarah cleaning up the par. Did you know Sarah was a college volleyball player?
Was she really?
Yeah.
Quick question, what college?
Oh, you can't dig you can't dig like that, man. I only got so many nuggets, man, and they're not deep nuggets.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it shows it with her height and her athleticism for sure.
That's true. She is definitely an athlete.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. All right, after 1, Paige, she's doing Paige thing still. And we're on to hole 2, par 4. Par 4?
Par 3, 369 feet.
Okay.
And definitely not a par 4. It's pretty routine, especially for the MPO guys. You're looking at a flex sidearm or a backhand that's really going to hold before it dumps left.
Okay. Paige looks like one of her convicts.
Yeah, it should be that Paige Pierce signature convict. She's been throwing it well all weekend, man.
Yeah, she's been ripping it all over Arizona. Mostly in the right direction. A little bit long left there. A comeback look.
Yeah, definitely. This course is pretty wide open, so if you have the distance to reach it, there's not a lot of shots that won't net you a good look.
Yeah, true. Sarah kind of needed to turn that forehand over a little bit more than she did. Get that flex line. And Madison's been working on her backhand game.
Yeah, throwing that Shrike out there pretty good.
Oh, really? Is that what that is?
I believe so, yes.
Nice. Yeah, she's sponsored by Innova. That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she'll be up first with the second shots. Wow.
Ooh.
I think she wanted that one, dude.
Yeah, definitely. That would look like it was even outside of circle 2, giving it a go.
Yeah. Sarah forced to just lay up with a bad lie there. Paige wide open, but not short. The putt was short, though.
Yeah.
Sarah cleans up, and so will Madison and Paige.
Yeah, really on a course this long, it's all about who can make the least amount of mistakes.
You're right, huh?
There's not going to be a lot of holes that they're going to be able to reach in one, so the upshots, those kind of 100-foot to 150-foot shots, become really crucial.
Very, very true, sir. All right, Paige, 5 down. Sarah, 5 back. And Madison, two more back of that. Taking us to hole 3, Corey.
Hole 3, 360 feet. Really, these first 5 holes are all going to be vaguely similar. In that 300 to 400 foot range, and there's maybe a couple trees you're trying to negotiate. That's about it. Having said that, that little concrete culvert on that right side is OB.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay.
It's like a funky little island OB. It's hard to find, but, it comes into play every once in a while.
For sure. Paige playing a flex line with that convict again, it looks like.
Just ripping it.
Paige Pierce is really good, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
Did she go past? She went past the basket. Wow.
She went, over the basket.
Dang. Sarah Hokom playing a flex line forehand. Looking pretty good if it has the distance. Or
Yeah, that's what I would draw up.
Yeah. I like
That's
it.
nice.
Fades into the hill, gives you a backstop. Madison Walker going backhand. Ooh.
Getting over on it. Big shot.
Big old Sky Annie. Is she in it?
Nah, she's a little short. She needed a little bit more gusto on that shot. But, again, it's one of those things where it's going to be wide open to the basket.
There she is, just laying up for a par. Paige coming back of the basket for a 2.
Big one.
Yep, getting it going. And Sarah also has a birdie look. She's got a funny putt. It kind of reminds me of like Johnny McRae or Cam Todd a little bit. I don't know. I mean,
I was just going to say Cam Todd.
Yeah,
it's very pitch putty.
Yeah. It's definitely more of a Cam Todd. I stand corrected. All right. Paige continues to do work. Good birdie from Sarah right there. Madison hanging around. Taking us to hole 4.
Par 3, man. 381 feet. Again, like I said, fits the bill of that 300 to 400 foot range. Pretty much just another one of those straight shots that you're hoping gets a little bit of flex and then dumps left at the end.
Sure. That's about how far Paige threw her last shot, so she should park this one.
Yeah, right? Just should be dialed.
Yeah. So you should dial up that conflict. Exactly.
A little too far to the right.
Yeah.
Testing that OB over there.
She is. Oh, skipping into circle 2? Or circle 1?
Yeah.
Circle 1.
Circle 1, but unfortunately, that is actually OB.
It is?
This is one of my number 1 complaints of this course.
What?
It's very difficult to see the OB, and when you get up there, there's kind of arbitrary painted lines. Yeah.
Huh.
So there's flags, the white flags that you can see or can't see do mark OB.
Okay. That looks like a pretty safe shot from Madison right there after Sarah's drive.
Yeah, left is good.
Yep. So where's Paige throwing her second shot from?
She's honestly maybe a 1.5 foot OB. You'll see it right here in a sec.
Okay.
She maybe has to move her mark 5 feet.
Yeah, okay. Sarah just lays up after Madison did the same.
So you see your pink disc there on the side.
Okay. Wow.
Great 3 save.
Sure was. She's a fantastic putter and probably the best driver in the game on the ladies' side, man.
That helps when you're the best putter and the best driver.
That's kind of not fair. Feel bad for the rest of them.
Yeah.
She's doing work, man. She is 6 down now. Sarah's still 5 back. Look at Madison with a bogey right there. As always, big ol' thanks to MVP, our title sponsor out here at Memorial. And Corey, we're on to hole 5, par 3, 340. Should be reachable for these ladies.
Definitely. Really, the only thing to factor is the Mando on the right side and the elevated basket that you're looking at right there.
Yeah, so it's a late Mando on that tree.
Very late. It's pretty much just to protect the people on the tee pad on that right side.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
You're gonna see a lot of like flex sidearms that dump past that Mando. It is totally safe past the Mando.
Okay.
There is a little bit of OB left where Paige was kind of getting testy, but she's fine.
Okay. And Sarah made the Mando, but that's going to be a par. And Madison throwing a flex line as well. Hopefully they get around the tree.
No.
I did not get around the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she go past it? No.
She went past it, so she comes back to that drop zone and just, at this point, just pitches up. There's no real shot at a 3.
Yeah, she's going to be taking a 4. Sarah has a look for a 2, but that's scary. And she's smart. Uh-oh.
She'll take the dot.
Yeah. Paige with a look for a bird. Ooh. Kind of halved either right there.
Yeah, kind of split the difference.
Mm-hmm. Never a good thing to do. Means you putt poorly and you lay it poorly.
That's like my game. Yeah.
I do. I'm out. I've done that so many times. Just pick one and do it.
Yep.
Like don't half it. Sarah is thankfully tall and could put that in from underneath the basket. I've seen that be very weird before, where you're too close, you know?
Totally, man. There's several holes at Golden Gate Park, my home course, that are like that. You could be right next to it and 10 feet up is the basket.
Yeah, you'd almost rather be a little farther out, have an angle at it. We're on to hole 6, par 4, 783. Getting into some bomber holes here, Corey.
Definitely. This is the first of our 6 par 4s in this course.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I said, definitely a long course. This one requires 2 huge shots and a putt, especially for these distances, the distance that these ladies have. There is a little bit of OB left and right. It shouldn't come into play, but if you get a little squirrely, it might.
Right on. We'll see what they do. Paige on the box first, per the usual. Kind of just a placement shot, isn't it?
Exactly. Really, you're just trying to bite off as much as you can and put it right in the center, and then try to tack on that second shot.
For sure. Sarah flexing out a forehand. Not real sure what she throws exactly, but I know she throws a lot of outlaws, sponsored by Legacy.
Yeah, she has, I think, 6 outlaws in the bag that she's going to be using routinely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I know that was one of her big problems with when she was with Prodigy. They didn't really have anything like stable enough for her forehand. I really struggled. Yeah. She's back on track now that she's on Legacy. Madison with a good forehand, and she's going to go back to it.
Getting maybe a little more height would have been ideal, but it got the flex.
Yeah. Should be able to get up and down from there. Hopefully salvage a 4. Sarah flexing out that forehand again.
Yeah, see, two big flex sidearms, and she's still, 150, 175 short?
Yeah, long hole.
Yeah, not what she was looking for.
Yeah, Paige probably with the best chance of any of these ladies to birdie it, but not when you hit a tree. Ooh.
Oh, remember when I was saying that we might look at that OB?
Ooh.
Tried to do her best Simon impression and say cut.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Paige is awesome.
Yep.
Forehand up there from Madison. Should be able to grab a 4. Sarah also forehanding. Looks like an overstable mid right here.
It's a putt.
Oh, what?
Oh! In the bin.
Hell yeah. Go Sarah. There's Don Smith right there.
Yeah, he's stoked for it, too.
What a shot. They run Cali Connection together.
Yeah, good people. Honestly, we were hanging around all day in the car, and just quality folks.
What a throwing, Corey.
Man, that had air under it.
It did. That's what keeps you coming back to disc golf, man. Like throwing
Absolutely.
in from 100, aces and stuff, just chasing that dragon,
I was just going to say, that's all disc golf is, man, chasing the dragon.
For sure. Paige, that was for a 5?
Yeah, that was for a 5. So Sarah's going to pick up 3 strokes on her on this hole.
Dang. And that was a good putt for Madison as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And Paige cleans up the 6 at least. Stops the bleeding there. Thankfully, she had strokes to give. Still winning, but only by 2 now, Corey.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, Sarah's got that placement sidearm down. I think that plays really well in a course like this where maybe 400 feet of power isn't going to help you that much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to get you the drop-in birdie. Hole 7, par 4, 645. We're just moving up the fairway here, Corey.
Exactly. The way this course plays is it goes 1 mile down on one side of the river and then 1 mile all the way back.
Oh.
So we're kind of chipping our way down the property in 700 to 600 foot increments. This one plays right to left and has that elevated basket at the end.
Mm-hmm. Sarah flexing out another forehand.
Yeah, definitely not the intended line.
Wow. See what she has to work with over there. Madison opted for the backhand flex.
Yeah, putting a good little push on it.
She's like the female Nico, dude. She loves those flex lines, man.
Right, just smash something stable.
Yeah, totally. Paige Pierce, I'm sure that's a convict.
Oh my God, that is crushed.
Those go real far for her, man. Wow.
So we had it down on the U disc. We mapped it out. 400 foot on the nose.
Really?
Yes, and that's just like pure low flat hyzer.
Yeah, not even a distance line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doing work. Oh, Sarah gave herself a pretty good line out there. Turns out.
Yeah, exactly. She was on the tee. She was like praying for luck, and she got up there and she's like, "That's it's about as lucky as I get."
Yeah. Kind of advantageous she throws forehand too, because that was a perfect forehand line she gave herself.
Absolutely.
Madison coming up a little bit short there. Should be able to get up and down for a 4 at least. And Paige throwing the suspect. Hunting that 3, Corey.
Yeah, she is just dialed with that suspect, man.
Wow.
I've never seen somebody get more birdies with one disc.
It's like Rick with his harp.
Exactly.
Yeah. A great layup from Madison. I'm sure Sarah's going to do the same.
Playing for the dots.
She's playing horseshoes out here, man. That's her second winner. Oh, good 3 from Paige after dropping some strokes on the last hole, Corey.
Yeah, that's crucial, man. To come back with a birdie on a hole that realistically a lot of FPO players are not going to be able to get up in 3.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
Doing work. And Sarah dropping in again. And Paige stretching that lead out to 3. Madison slipping back a little bit there. And we're going to take us to hole 9. Last part of round 1, Corey. Or part 1, sorry.
Hole 8, actually, I believe.
Oh, thank you, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. The only reason I say so is because I love this hole, man.
Yeah?
It is so cool. Yeah, you're throwing from an elevated tee pad, and you have the choice of either punching it all the way over the water or taking the safe-ish layup to the right.
Oh.
If you lay up to the right, you're still dealing with those trees, but you definitely don't have to carry the 300 or so feet of water.
Paige Pierce, Corey.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's money.
I think she would cash in most MPO fields, honestly.
Oh, I totally agree. I would love to see if I know they're not doing that one Division 1 tournament. That'll play too. Speaking of which, with Sarah.
Great flex from Sarah.
Yeah, but I would love to see her compete against the big boys.
Yeah. So Madison, this is the safe line over here, Corey.
That is the safe line. Unfortunately, it didn't quite get far enough up to those trees to give her a clean look, so she's still not super safe.
This is almost worse. The low ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's paying for it right there. Looking at her 3rd. Get over there.
Yeah, so right where she is now is where you're looking for your drive to land.
Gotcha. Here she is for a 4.
Not ideal.
A little too much watt on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Paige Pierce for a birdie, which means Hokom's even closer.
Oh, absolutely, man.
What a drive from her.
Yeah, I was so surprised when that sidearm just checked up straight.
Yeah. Kind of shrubby grass. It looks pretty grabby.
It is very grabby.
Yeah. There is Madison for a 5. Losing a little more ground, unfortunately. Some nice birdies there from Paige and Sarah, though. Well done.
Yeah, Madison, unfortunately, with the double bogue, but, not out of it. A lot of golf to play.
For sure. Hole 9, par 3, 482, par 3. This is a no-way birdie, I'm going to guess.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a 0%er.
Yeah.
It may as well be a par 4 for this division. You got to have 500 on a hyzer if you want to birdie it. Yeah. Or maybe 460 on a sidearm.
Yeah. Short list of people who can do that.
Precisely.
Yep. All right, let's see what they got. Paige reclaiming her spot. Top of the box. Throwing a big old hyzer. Just playing for that 3.
Absolutely, and that's the play. If you have that distance hyzer, just take the water and the trees out of it and just set yourself up for the second shot.
Yeah. Sarah can kind of cheat the distance here with her forehand at least a little bit.
Definitely. A little bit higher than she was hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, kick that tree and then went straight down.
Should have got a little more greedy.
Yeah.
Madison missed that.
Should have got a lot more greedy.
Yeah, very true. See what they can do on their second shots. These don't look super easy. Flexing that backhand. Needs to get some big old skips.
Yeah, which it does.
Yeah, that's putting.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah. A rare backhand from Sarah.
Yeah, she was going back and forth. She did not want to throw that backhand.
Get. Oh, good disc.
Yeah.
That's a good disc. Also putting, but outside the circle and at water.
Yeah, that smells like a layup to me.
Yeah, Paige throwing that suspect. We're probably looking at another birdie, Corey, or at least up and down, right?
Sure feels like a birdie on this hole.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Went for it.
Get a little saucy there. Madison. It's a little bit of a headwind.
Ooh, good putt. Little spinner.
Yeah, she played that headwind well. Got that little bit of float. Get it over the rim. Paige with the left or right. No worries on that short putt. Now Sarah's going to drop in her 4. Those are some good threes.
Yeah, definitely. This is a no-joke hole, man. 482. It's pretty fringy as far as a 3.5 type of hole.
Yeah, definitely tweener status. We can give it. Paige, her lead is 6 now after hole 9. And Corey, that is all we got for part 1 action. We will be back with part 2. Thanks for all the work. Awesome work, my friend.
Dude, no problem, man. Happy to be out here. Arizona, it's a dream.
Yeah, you guys get some nice weather out there, man.
Seriously, it's like the first taste of actual warm, like, take your jacket off weather I've had in 4 months.
Yeah, Vegas was a big old fake out. Gotta love it. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.